Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I want to talk to you about the pause principle. In Mark chapter 1, 35 through 37, it says, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Simon and his companions went to look for him, and when they found him, they exclaimed, everyone is looking for you. Isn't it just like life? You need time out and everyone is looking for you. This is why we need to practice the pause principle. We live in an increasingly volatile, uncertain, and complex world. And because of this, if we don't learn to pause, the stress can be so overwhelming that it can impact our effectiveness, and by the end of the day, we feel like our whole day's been out of control instead of staying in control of what we have and being able to move forward and being effective in decision making. So this is why it's important to do this. Here is Jesus. People are pulling at him all day, demanding urgently that he responds to them or reacts to them. And he gets up early in the morning and says, you know what? I need to hit the pause button. He finds a solitary place. And even then, when he's been in a solitary place, only after a little while, they come looking for him and say, everyone's looking for you. Why are you hiding? He says, well, I need to hit the pause button for a moment. You and I need to do the same thing. And it's essential that we learn to take short breaks. If we can't take a few days off, take a few hours off. If you can't take a few hours off, take 10 minutes. Step aside, compose yourself, and hit the pause button. It'll really help you. I know it's only a temporary state of halt, and there are things to do, but it just gives you a moment. It gives you a moment to be able to rethink things through on how you're going to respond instead of reacting. And I'm a big believer in doing this. So let's unpack this a little bit. What does it mean to pause, to practice the pause? Okay, let's think. Number one, pause after somebody has spoken and before you speak. Think about that. Pause before someone has spoken and before you speak. It gives you time to come up with a better answer. Number two, pause after you have said the important points. Because what it does, it emphasizes the importance and helps people to remember what you've just said. Number three, pause to notice and understand the things around you before responding. Look around you, take it all in before you respond. It gives you a better picture and context of what's going on. Number four, pause and give yourself enough time to relax and unwind. A mental pause is important to remove exhaustion and boredom. 10 minutes can make all the difference between exhaustion and going home feeling like you've made a great impact that day. Number five, pause when striving for perfection, because when you think it through, you're never going to achieve that. Number six, hit your pause button by doing regular breathing exercises, going for a walk, or even unplugging your devices. Number seven, practice the pause by composing your thoughts and hold off from reacting instantly. Instead of reacting and jumping in, give it time, even 24 hours. Put it on pause before you respond. Number eight, pause when you have the feeling of being overwhelmed and you're at breaking point. You need to step back and recompose. Number nine, pause and focus on what's important. What is important? Family is important. Marriage is important. Relationships, these things are very important. You need to pause and think them through. Number 10, finally, pause from judging and making assumptions and begin to ask why and understand the situation first. Hope this helps you today. Practice the pause. Hit the like button, share it with someone you know. Thanks again.